What's going on, everybody? Today we woke up in Jacksonville, Florida, and it was a bit brisk. It was about 40 degrees, so last night we did have the diesel heater going for a little bit, which kept it nice and toasty in here. But now, it's looking much nicer out, and we want to show you how we're going to set up our Groms for a motorcycle adventure. You could spend a lot of money setting up a bike for an adventure. We were going for a bit more of a budget setup, so we're using some stuff we already had, but we got some new stuff as well. Let's show you what we're working with. To start, let's talk about the motorcycle. This is one of the areas where we decided to use what we already have. We already had these. They're Honda Groms. Are they the best motorcycle for a long trip? Maybe not. But we had them, so that's what we're working with.
These are 2019 Honda Groms, so these are the second generation if you're wondering what type, so they're a little more sporty looking. What do they have? They have a 125cc motor. They are a 4-speed manual, and they are highway legal. So these are fully street legal motorcycles, license plates, and you require a license to drive. Some notable things we did beforehand is we added these sidebar mirrors and a fender eliminator kit, and then smaller blinkers. They look a little different, but that doesn't really affect our performance, just kind of aesthetics. Other things to note, they have a 1.5 gallon gas tank, but they get 100 miles to the gallon. Now, with all our extra gear, we're estimating about 80 miles per gallon, which is why we're gonna carry extra fuel with us. The last thing that's important to note is these look really small, but they are actually rated for 350 pounds. So our 75 to 100 pounds of gear plus our body weight is actually enough for these bikes to handle. We've owned these things for a couple of years now, and we've taken them with us on the back of our white van that had a custom motorcycle rack. And we drag these all around the country, and we've been through like the backcountry discovery routes in Idaho. We've been through the Badlands and a bunch of other national forests and parks, and we absolutely love them. And this is kind of the next step is we kind of get to dip our toes in a little bit of the adventure bike lifestyle, but with really minimal investment. For some other modifications, what we did was add these RAM mounts. These hold our phones, and they're very easily adjustable with this little toggle, and you can move them around. We also added a USB port to each motorcycle. What's nice about these USB ports is when they're not in use, they have a weather sealing cap, so when they're out in the rain, you don't have to worry about it. And then the other modification that's different on my bike versus Mindy's is a new seat. I'm just a little too tall, so I needed to scoot back like an extra inch. And already I've ridden this only maybe 10, 15 miles and can tell the difference is pretty substantial. So I'll let you know how well this does. We just got it on Amazon, and we'll link it below. For anybody that's basically 6 foot or over, the stock seat just sucks. So we're pretty happy with that.
For our luggage and storage, we decided to go with a combination of new things and things we already own. One of the new things we got are these saddlebags. They're waterproof, and between the two of them, it's 50 liters, so 25 liters each. We're really excited to try these out because they are a budget bag, so we'll let you know how they perform, but so far, we've left them out in the rain a few times and they've stayed dry. The next thing we have is our top bag, which we're using something we already own. These are our Fall Raven hiking packs. Mine's a 35 liter, Joe's is a 45 liter. Is it the best solution? Probably not, but it is a solution, so we're gonna roll with that. Something I have that Joe doesn't is I opted to do a tank bag just for little trinkets, things, and stuff. The last thing we got are brand new Camelbacks. This is the Camelback Classic 2 liter, which should be the perfect amount of water for a full day of riding. We went with this size specifically so we could just fill up at stops along the way. Also easy to use while riding. You can just use it on the go. Our previous packs were super ratty and old, so we're very excited to have new ones.
I opted for the Rogue. It's the same thing, only it just has a slide-in pouch here, 2 liters. It's got a bite valve, and I like the color, so it'll work. Next thing we wanted to talk about is what we're bringing specifically for tools and maintenance. Now, we need to be able to at least do a little bit on the road, so we got certain things. First things first, extra fuel, which we just discussed. It's an essential item because you don't want to use all your fuel getting to the location and then not be able to go have fun and play. So that's why we got those. And then we got a few tools to use along the way. Now I have all my own tools, which you guys probably already know because we travel in the van, I always fix things, but I didn't really have anything specific for motorcycles, so I went ahead and opted to get a few motorcycle specific tools. Those tools are quite simple and small. This is a tire plug kit. The tire plug kit that we chose to go with is the Stop and Go tubeless tire plug kit. Motorcycle tires are tubeless, so you do need special plugs for it, which they come with an abundance of. Just wanted to show you guys this specifically so you don't just go buy any like car tire repair kit. But these plugs are really cool. They are mushroom shaped and they get pressed in, so then this actually seals on the inside of the tire. So this should hopefully not be needed, but it is always necessary to bring. And Mindy found this pump on Amazon, which, by the way, we're linking everything below. We do have an affiliate program, so it does help us out. But really, we're just letting you know what we're using. And this pump is really cool. So this says it can pump like 6 motorcycle tires up, and it can go up to 100 PSI, which we don't need that. But what's really nice about it is you just hold it, and then it's on, and then you just go. So it's really convenient. This is the proper valve, and you just attach it. This is really neat. I didn't even know these existed, but I really like it, and hopefully we don't have to use it, but if we do, at least it's a small, easy, reusable item. So that's what we went with. This is also USB rechargeable, which is really nice. So if our phones are full, we can charge it on the go if we do need to use it from the bike or coffee shops or whatever. But then also, this actually acts as a backup battery. So it has a USB port up here, so you use this as an emergency battery pack as well. So kind of an all-in-one thing. It has a ton of reviews and people seem to like it. And I think it's gonna work perfectly for our application, which is hopefully not needing it. Then as far as the other tools go, I'm just bringing the tools, very specific tools, to be able to change tires, be able to adjust the chain. I also have chain master links right here. So your chain comes together and has this one link that has a special clip on it that holds it together. Sometimes those pop off, so I went ahead and just bought some replacements. They're really low cost and they take up no space, so I figured it was worth having. That's it for motorcycle specific. The rest that I'm gonna have is going to be things to do like an oil change, which we can buy a quart of oil pretty much anywhere. And so that's really simple, but that's it. I'm not bringing tools to fix everything. We're in America still, so worst case scenario, we end up calling somebody and they come pick us up. The last thing we need is, since chain maintenance is essential, I'm bringing some chain wax with me and probably the brush, just so we can knock off any really bad debris if we bury these somewhere in the mud because we're being silly. Then the last thing that's essential item is a first aid kit. So we're gonna be out camping, which we always take one. In the next video, we're gonna go into detail on exactly what we bring and why we're bringing it. We're really utilizing just our years of experience of being in the outdoors and my military experience and kind of combining them into one small, efficient package that we hopefully don't have to use, but we have used in the past. So you can look forward to that in a couple days. That'll be a nice one. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like, subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. What the fuck?
That sounds dumb.